James Halliday saw the future, and then he built it. He gave us a place to go, a place called the Oasis.
What would you do if the real world offered you nothing? No money, no power, no opportunities. Would you give up, or would you find another way to rise? I spent a big chunk of my childhood hanging out in a virtual reality simulation. For Wade Watts, the real world offered nothing. No money, no power, no hope. But in virtual reality, he had a chance to be something more. In Ready Player One, the wealthy have all the power, while people like Wade struggle to survive. He has no money, no status, and no advantages. And yet he never stops fighting, especially for a chance to succeed in the Oasis. Wade is the perfect example of an underdog. He has no money or status, just his creativity and determination. His story matters because it proves that even the most unlikely heroes can rise up and win.
Wade starts off with basically nothing. He's poor in a tough spot and doesn't have the same advantages as other players. He lives in the stacks, a rundown trailer park where life is tough. He doesn't have money for top-tier gaming equipment, and on top of that, he's stuck with his aunt who barely gets by while desperately trying to keep their home from falling apart. He even says, "I spent a big chunk of my childhood hanging out in the virtual reality simulation," which shows how he used the Oasis to escape his tough life. This makes him an underdog right from the start. Unlike rich players who can buy their way to success, Wade has to rely on his smarts, creativity, and deep knowledge of 80s pop culture. His struggles push him to think differently, which keeps him on edge.
Everything changes when Wade finds the first key, something that no one else has managed to do. He figures out that the copper key is hidden in the Tomb of Horrors, a place that others have ignored. Even though he doesn't have the best gear, his understanding of Halliday's world helps him outsmart the competition and succeed where others have struggled. This is a turning point. It proves that Wade isn't just some random nobody, but someone who actually has a potential to win something that other people have been thinking was impossible. Although he's not the strongest or richest player, he's the smartest, and that's what makes him dangerous to the IOI and other competitors.
Wade doesn't just win the quest, he grows as a person. He realizes he can't do it alone, so he teams up with Ake, Artemis, Shoto, and Daito. He even risks everything by sneaking into the IOI's headquarters to take them down. In the end, he wins not just because of his gaming skills, but because he understands Halliday's real message.
Now that was when I realized that as terrifying and painful as reality can be, it's also the only place that you can get a decent meal. Because reality is real. You understand what I'm saying?
Wade goes from being a lonely kid with nothing to a leader who values friendship and the real world. He proves that being a hero isn't just about having money or power, but it's about courage, intelligence, and heart.
Wade's journey shows that being an underdog isn't a bad thing, but it's actually more of an advantage. From starting with nothing to become the hero, Wade shows that creativity, determination, and thinking outside the box can help you beat the odds. Underdog stories are powerful because they remind us that anyone, no matter where they start, can improve and achieve things they never thought was possible. They give us hope when things seem impossible and show us that true strength often comes from within.
So next time when you're up against something tough, think about Wade. It's not about what you have, but how you use what you've got. Be the underdog who rises to the challenge.
A place called the Oasis.